You have probably heard how much of a boost meditation can give to your mental health, but you may not know where to begin or what exact benefits it really gives you. So in this video, I want to explain simply how to do it and what you'll get out of it. So step 0 is going to be to sit down somewhere comfortable to do the meditation. You don't have to sit cross-legged on the floor or do any weird positions in order to meditate. So I just sit in this chair, and one thing I like to do as well is to hold my hands like this. And so the point of that is really just to get your mind to understand that now you are meditating. It's a cue for your body to engage in the meditation. And then let's switch over to a piece of paper so that I can draw out for you what meditation looks like. Alright, this is how meditation works. You'll begin by focusing on the breath. Over time, you'll become distracted by thoughts in your head or things in the environment. Then you will notice that you have become distracted and simply return your focus to the breath. This step right here is the process of meditation, of bringing your focus back to the breath. And each time you do it, it's one push-up for the brain. So don't get over focused or beat yourself up or think negatively about the distraction that happens. You have to go through this stage and this stage to get back to here. So there are two main cues that I think about while focusing on my breath to help me focus more deeply. So the first is going to be to try to notice every detail that's going on with the breath. So I follow it from my nose all the way down to my lungs and to my stomach and try and feel it in every detail that I can. So trying to feel the breath enter all the way back through my sinuses, down my windpipe, and then into my lungs, feeling my chest and my stomach expand against my shirt. And so I try and feel all of those details throughout the breath, and that helps me focus on it. The other thing that I'll do is I will count the breaths. So in 1, out 2, and I will count those breaths as I go, and that helps me also stay focused on the breath. And then whenever I become distracted and start over, then I'll start over again at 1. So the benefit from meditation that I notice the most is the attention span training. So while you're meditating, you are training your brain to focus your attention on one thing and keep it there for as long as possible, and every time you get distracted to return it to that thing. So through meditation, you're training your attention span to be higher and higher. So this is going to benefit you in everything that you do. It's going to improve your reading skills. It's going to improve how much you can do a work task. And it's going to improve the conversations that you have. And I think that's probably the most important one. It feels terrible when you're trying to pay attention to somebody and something that they're saying. You're trying to engage with them, and your mind just keeps slipping away to everything around you. And then it also feels terrible for the other person when they can tell that you're obviously distracted and not paying attention to them. And so if you think about the effect that we're getting here by trying to focus on the breath, and then every time we get distracted coming back to the same object, you will also notice that scrolling on your phone is reverse meditation. You're training your brain to become distracted. You're training yourself to switch your attention between items very, very quickly. Like if you're scrolling on Instagram, you're seeing hundreds of posts in a very short amount of time. Or scrolling on TikTok is probably even worse. You got the dual audio clips to hyperstimulate you. So this is going to be the topic of my next video, so subscribe to see that one. The next major benefit is an improved internal awareness. So it will increase your awareness of what your mind is doing, but in a way like trained in meditation where you're not judging yourself for it. So you can very objectively look at what is going on inside your own mind. And as a subcategory of that I find really impactful is that it will help you with any addictions that you have. So for me, that is screen time. And as I mentioned in the last section, I'm going to have my next video be about how I am attempting to reduce my screen time. And one of the main sections of that is going to be about using meditation. And that's because you will catch yourself as you are doing the bad habit, as you're engaging in the addiction. The meditation loop of being present, of being aware of what's going on inside your own mind will activate, and you'll be able to see, oh, I am scrolling right now, and that gives you an opportunity to put the phone away. Meditation will also improve your positive habits, because you'll be able to look inside your own mind and see the different motivations and resistances that you have, and you'll be able to continuously feed those positive instincts. The third major benefit is a general reduction in stress, and this is in a very broad way. If you look into the studies about meditation, they will say that it does reduce cortisol, it will reduce your blood pressure, that it increases activation in the prefrontal cortex and reduces activation in the amygdala. So the prefrontal cortex is where all your logical reasoning and higher functions come from, and the amygdala is like your lizard brain with your very base emotions like fear and anxiety. And so as you quiet that part of your mind and increase your higher functioning, then you're just going to have those stressful emotions less and be able to better regulate them when they do come up. So with all of these benefits of meditation and all their interplay, you just become better at life and enjoy life more. And that is why meditation is so good for your mental health. One of the other things that makes meditation so hard to do is that it isn't big and flashy and exciting. So the way that I stay consistent on it is by building it into my morning routine, like I talked about in my last video. Every morning when I wake up, I will follow through my morning routine, checking off each item, and meditation is a part of that. I do 5 to 10 minutes every morning. This way I make sure to get it in, because if I save it for later in the day, there's a high chance that I'm going to skip it. But if I've already done it in the morning, then if I have a chance later, then I'm much more likely to do it again. So I will take those extra credits where I can, but the main focus is getting it in every morning. That was my simple meditation guide. Buttons down below, you know what to do.